Hey guys, it's me Krish and welcome back to another Vlogmas video, Vlogmas day number 6. So for today's Vlogmas video, I'm going to be doing 16 things I've learned in 2022. So if you don't know how this video works, it's basically where you take your age and you basically give those amount of things you learned in 2022. Since 2022 is coming to an end, I decided to do 16 things since that's my age of like what I've learned in 2022. Some of these are physical, some of these are like mental, like what you go through in your brain. I have them all written down on my notes right over here as per usual, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's Vlogmas video. And without further ado, let's get started. The first one is I learned how to drive. If you didn't know, earlier this year in March I got my license, so I've been like practicing how to drive and I've been just learning how to drive. I'm gonna get my license hopefully by like the beginning of 2023, but yeah, I've learned how to drive. I took driving classes and that's basically like helped me how to drive. I practice with my parents and I just keep on practicing to get better at driving, and I'm so used to driving my dad's car, so it's kind of easy for me to drive his car. So yeah, I'm just so used to driving it, so it's kind of more comfortable for me. But I learned how to drive. Overall, driving is pretty easy. I mean, if you're about to get your permit and you're about to start to learn driving, just know that it is not what people make it seem, and it's not as hard as it looks. It might be hard at first, but trust me, you'll get the hang of it, and that is one thing I've learned in 2022. The next thing I have learned is that everybody is not gonna want to be your friend, and that's kind of this sad truth. Like, not everybody's gonna want to be your friend, and that is perfectly fine with me. Like, I could care less who wants to be my friend and who doesn't, because like I could live on like a few friends. I don't need like 1,000 friends to live off of, you know. And I've never had that many friends just because like there aren't many good people in the area. Well, there are, but like I'm specifically talking about school. I don't want to be friends with like a lot of people from school because I know they're probably not gonna last and something's probably gonna happen in between. But yeah, not everybody's gonna want to be a friend. That's just something I've learned. That's just a sad truth. Like, not everybody's gonna want to be a friend, and that is completely okay. Like, not everybody wanting to be your friend is perfectly fine. And I know sometimes people might think like, oh, that is not okay, people need to be my friend, everyone needs to be my friend. And no, not everyone needs to be your friend, because there are some people who just aren't gonna like you, you know, just because they don't like you, and that's fine. I mean, I know there are probably people who don't like me, and I could literally care less about people who like me, because I know there are people who do like me, but like, I don't know who doesn't like me, but I know there are probably people out there who don't like me, which is fine. I could literally care less. Like, I don't care who likes me and who doesn't. But the next one is I learned how to make new friends. Well, 2022 has made me like learn how to make new friends and how to just like talk to more people, because in the beginning of high school I was very shy. Like my sophomore year, I would not talk to anybody. Like, I would just be in my like own little side, my own little like area. But this year I've been so much more talkative and like so much more like willing to make new friends. So especially like this school year, I've made a lot of new friends, or like a lot of people I talk to more, like just in my classes. And yeah, I'm very grateful that I have been able to make new friends. If you know me, making friends has just been very hard for me. Like, that's just something that has not been easy for me, and now that I'm able to make new friends, it's kind of like easy now because I talk to a lot of people like my classes and stuff, and it's just part of like me knowing a lot of people from my school. But the next one is I learned more about my friends. I just learned so many new things about my friends, so many like talents they have, so many like things that I never thought they could do. And honestly, it's just very cool knowing that you never expected that person to do what they can do, and it's just so cool like learning new things about your friends. And that's something I've learned, and I've tried to understand that they do new things in their lives. Yeah, that's just something I've learned in 2022, and I'm very glad I've been able to learn new things about my friends and just like little facts that I've really never known about them. The next one is I learned to have a better editing skill. This one is kind of like a throughout the year type thing, but I'm specifically gonna make this off of 2022. As 2022 progressed, I have learned how to like do better editing skills and learn new tricks, just like make my videos very like good and like how I want them to be. And that's just something I've learned in 2022. as hard as it is like editing and just learning new techniques, I think I do a pretty good job of editing. In my opinion, for like editing on a phone, I think I edit really good for like someone who is just like in the middle, not a like beginner but not a pro. I'm just like in the middle, but I'm close to being a pro. I'm just not there yet. But the next one is I learned to never give up on things you love to do. And this one has been hard because there are times in 2022 that I have felt like giving up, and I have felt like just like not doing what I love to do. So for example, I have like felt like quitting YouTube, and that is something I love to do. I just love making videos and editing them, but I have to remind myself that I can't quit doing the things I love to do and just like forget about my YouTube channel. I have to keep going no matter what. And right now I'm in the era of like really loving making videos for you guys. I don't know what it is. I haven't fell off in quite a month or so now, so I've been loving making YouTube videos recently, and I haven't felt like giving up in a bit now, but I have felt like giving up like in 2022. But I have to remind myself that I have to keep going. I have learned that, you know, just because you feel like giving up, that doesn't mean you should give up on the things you love doing, because you won't be able to do what you love doing. But the next one is I learned that even if you don't like someone, it's best just to not interact with them, you know, just leave it as that, leave them as them. They do what they want and you can do what you want. Just don't bother them, don't keep talking mess about them to them, don't keep talking crap about them. Just leave them alone and let them be. And this is something I have learned because I do not like a lot of people, and I tend to just like drag things on and keep talking to them until they get what they want. I have learned that like I just need to let it be, let the situation be, and not interact with them, not even talk to them, just block them on all social medias and not have any way to speak to them. If I see them, just ignore them and keep going with my life. I feel like this has been something harder for me because I tend to just like drag a situation on, and I tend to just keep talking to them and talking to them until they get what they want. But I can't always do that because that's just gonna start more drama than there already is. So I have learned just to leave them as is and not interact with them, not even like say hi to them, not even look at them if like you see them. So the next one is I learned that not everyone's going to want to be your friend. So yeah, not everyone's gonna want to be your friend, and that's fine with me. I could care less. I do not care if you want to be my friend or not, especially like in school. Like I know there are people who don't want to be my friend just for like certain things, and I don't care. I simply don't care if you want to be my friend. I'm glad I have friends that actually do want to be my friend and that are my friends at this moment. Yeah, I could care less. I'm not gonna like let that negative energy affect me and what I do in my life. I'm more focused on the people that are actually my friends to this day. It would be nice to make new friends, but at the moment I'm not looking for like new friends. I could care less. Again, it would be nice. The next thing is that I learned that your friends don't have to talk to you every single day of every single hour for y'all to be friends. So this one has kind of been hard for me because like I used to always think that we need to talk every single day to be friends. If we don't talk one day, we're gonna fall apart, and that is so false. Like if we don't talk one day, that like does not mean anything, especially if we're not super close. And if we don't talk one day, then that's fine. Like we're not gonna fall off, we're still gonna be like friends. And I know there are those friends that, you know, you can go without talking to still be friends. Obviously if y'all are like best friends, then I would probably talk to you like every single day. But this is something I have learned in 2022. It's just that like not all of your friends are gonna talk to you every single day. That doesn't mean that y'all are not gonna be friends for that time period. Like I'm sure y'all still have that strong relationship, because I think it's gonna break it down just if you don't talk for a day. Like just because y'all don't talk for a day doesn't mean anything. Like y'all are still gonna be good friends at the end of the day. And this goes for my friends too. Like sometimes there are times where we don't talk one day, but we still end up being good friends and we're still on good terms. So that is something I have learned in 2022, and it's been something like hard I've been trying to learn throughout like the months of this year. But the next one is I learned to be more independent. This year has really made me like and realize to be more independent. I think I have been more independent recently, just like going out and doing things on my own and not having my parents follow me every single where I go. Sometimes it can be irritating because you want to do things on your own and you don't want your parents behind your back and up your ass just like bugging you about things. I think I've been more independent this year, and this year has definitely like made me learn that the more you grow, the more independent you are. And I think now that I'm at an age where like I can start doing things on my own, I can like fly by myself, I can like go to the store by myself, I can hang out with my friends by myself. And that's just things that have made me realize that independentness is important as you grow older, because your parents are not going to be up y'all's asses or up my ass like 24/7. They're not going to be in your business questioning you about what you're doing 24/7. Obviously there are certain things I do have to let my parents know, but like I don't let them know every little detail, because they don't need to know every little detail. That's just that, like that's just how it's been. So that is something I've learned throughout 2022. But the next thing is I learned what I want to do when I get into college. I have more of an idea. I don't like have a specific like set thing I want to do, but I do have an idea, and this year has really like made me think of what I want to do. And I think I have my mindset, but I'm not sure if I do have my mindset. Like I don't know if that's what I actually want to do. It's just the idea, but I'm gonna tell you guys what I want to do. So I want to minor in film and editing, and then I want to major in computer science. That is the path I'm heading. I just need to work for that path. Yeah, I just learned what I want to do in college. It's been hard. It's been really hard, like knowing what you want to do and like making up your mind, because I am getting closer to college. Like I only have a few more months of junior year, then boom, I'm gonna be a senior, and I'm really excited for senior year. Like junior year has honestly been hell, back and forth, like it's been hell, but like I'm glad it's like halfway over, because like it's just been exhausting. I know senior year will be much better for me, because I've heard that it's just a year to rest. And yeah, I'm just excited just to like not have so many classes, not be on campus for the full like 8 hours, and just do fun things and like have more free time and stuff. But it's been really hard like trying to make up your mind on what you want to do, you know. And I feel like the people who do want to go to college have been in my like place and my struggle. But the next one is I learned that I or someone else don't need gifts to celebrate a birthday or holiday. Matter of fact, you do not need gifts to celebrate any birthday or any holiday. Matter of fact, it would be nice if there were gifts. Like for example, you don't need gifts to celebrate Christmas, because Christmas presents are not the whole purpose of Christmas. It would be nice to get presents on Christmas, but you know, that's not the purpose of Christmas. And that is something I've been learning throughout this year. Honestly, it's been hard, because I always expect to have like presents on Christmas or like have a present on my birthday, which I need to stop expecting. And that is just something I'm learning throughout this year, and I'm still learning this, but it's been hard, but I'm getting there to learning that you don't need presents on your birthday or like special holiday or event. The next one is that I learned that the most important people will stick around, you know. So like your most important friends will stick around, they won't leave your back, and they will show that they actually care about you and they actually like want to stay in your life, because they're sticking around and they're doing what they can to be a part of your life and never leave your life. And that is something that I've learned, that like the most important people will never leave your life, and they will show you that they still want to be your friend no matter what y'all have gone through, and no matter how like bad things have gotten in y'all's friendship, y'all still want to be friends, and y'all still want to be a part of each other's lives. And that is something I've learned throughout this year. This one has more so been of an easy one, because it's kind of obvious. Like obviously the most important people will stick around, the most like irrelevant people will leave your life. They will just do whatever the frick they want. That's that. Like there are people who will leave your life because they don't want to be a part of it anymore. There will be people who will stick around in your life because they want to be a part of it and they want to be your friend forever. So just keep that in mind, and keep in mind that people who want to be in your life will actually be in your life, and the people that don't want to be in your life will probably just leave, and those people are very irrelevant. The next one is I learned more about the SAT. If you don't know what the SAT is, it's basically a test you have to take your junior or senior and senior year. I don't know what year you take it. I think it's your senior year, but it depends on the state. And it's basically a test to see how like the colleges will accept you. Some colleges you don't need the SAT or ACT. You know, it's good for me to take this test because it's gonna help me in college. And I just have learned so many like new things about how like the SAT works. I actually go to tutoring for my SAT, and I actually have 2 booklets I did there, and actually I have 3 booklets I did there. I just finished one recently. Yeah, I'm basically doing that just to like like prepare me for the test and actually like get me ready for what the test is gonna be about and like how it's gonna be set up and the questions you'll see on the actual SAT. But the next one is I learned how to bake. Oh, I'm not the best baker, but I have learned how to bake like new things. I've learned how to bake cookies, brownies. I just bake a lot with my aunt because she usually likes to bake more than my actual mom. But yeah, I've just learned how to bake new things throughout this year. It's been really fun and it's been really like easy. Sometimes it can be confusing, but it's not hard once you get it down and once you like actually have a recipe. And if you know it off the top of your head, then that's great. Sometimes my aunt does know it off the top of my head. Sometimes she actually needs like an actual recipe. But the last one is I learned to not let the negativity affect you. And this one has been really hard because throughout the year I would always like let the negativity affect me, and I have learned that this year I just need to stop doing that. I need to learn and have learned that the negativity is irrelevant, and you know, those people are just like fake people. They're irrelevant. I need to not let the negativity affect me, and that is just something I have learned, and it's been hard, but like I'm getting there. And I have learned that there are those irrelevant people who are going to be negative in your life, and you just have to like keep pushing and keep moving. Even if it does affect you, you have to tell yourself that those people are irrelevant and those people are fake and they don't matter in your life. Those were all 16 things I have learned and I'm still learning in 2022. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down below what you guys have learned this year, whether it's actual thing that you've learned or it's just a mental thing that you have to set your brain to. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, be sure to subscribe to my channel to see more Vlogmas videos like these, and I'll see you guys in my next Vlogmas video. Bye guys.